Well, on behalf of Addington Raceway, of course, we are highlighting the sponsors of our race meetings. And this Friday, Addington is IRT Race Night at Addington Raceway. Joining me from IRT is David. David, thank you so much for jumping on board once again. I know that your support of the harness racing industry has been a long association.
Yeah, very long. We're a little disappointed this year that we weren't able to carry on with the jewels like we did last year. But Addington have been very good to us, and so has the industry. So we are very pleased to be involved with this upcoming meeting.
And I guess for everyone, particularly IRT, getting racing in general back in operation has been a massive thing in terms of keeping people employed and just keeping things flowing from all directions, really.
It is, very much so, including us. I mean, obviously, we've had a few little hiccups with exports out of New Zealand, with planes and not being able to put attendants on the flights. And then you had the little health issue that cropped up a few weeks ago. So everybody has been frustrated with lots of things, but it's very nice now to see that the standardbreds up and racing, the thoroughbreds up and racing this weekend, everybody getting back to some sort of normality, and everybody's missed it. Whether it be the dogs, the standardbreds, the thoroughbreds, everybody's missed the racing. So it's very good that it's up and running.
Yeah, exactly. And it just shows once again how resilient our industry is and how many people it employs and how important it is to the whole of New Zealand and its economy.
Oh, totally. And I think everyone's very grateful too for the Minister of Racing in regards to what he's done for the industry. It's just a positive move, and everybody has to get behind it and move forward as best we can until we get back into the groove again, move forward.
Yeah, of course. And a bit of history around IRT. You guys have been long associated with the equine transport industry.
Long time. I think we're getting up close to 50 years.
Wow.
Even in my time, I'm sort of waning towards the end of my career. But in the early days when I started, I know I look young, but I mean, but even in the early days, we were sending 400 or 500 standardbreds a year to the United States. Back in the early 80s, late 70s, had a huge market up there. And now that it's a very strong market in Australia, but we're still sending horses to America, but nowhere near the numbers we had in the past. But again, selling horses, whether it be thoroughbreds or standardbreds, is all part of the industry now. And people need to have an export market to be able to keep cash flow going and to keep the owners with money in their pockets to go back and spend again.
Oh, most certainly. And if anyone's got any questions, David, around transporting horses around the world at the moment, are they welcome to contact your team?
Absolutely, not a problem at all. We'd like to be able to offer them everywhere in the world, but at the moment we're a little bit restricted until we get this COVID thing, put to bed a little more. But we certainly have movement of horses to Australia and to the United States at the moment. But a little bit further afield than that's a little bit of a challenge. But happy to talk to people about anything they may want to discuss.
Understandable, of course. David, thank you so much to you and also your team. You're doing a wonderful job in Addington Raceway, and the industry are very grateful for your support of the race meeting on Friday.
Most welcome.